Hi everyone, and welcome to Whiteskys Wisdom. This is a general energies reading for the star sign of Pisces. All right, my beautiful Pisces. When I did your yearly, the card for this month was the Five of Cups. So you might have pulled out your emotions 3 times here and feel like it's been in vain. There is support or a past relationship behind you. You might be feeling very emotionally stuck, very emotionally alone coming into the month of March here, but we'll get some clarification for you. All right, beautiful Pisces. What's this Five of Cups about? Advice for Pisces, please. So beautiful Pisces, if you'd like to subscribe, hit that bell button. It'd be gratefully appreciated. All right, and we'll get this guidance out for you here. All right, Pisces. You've got a lot of love to give. You're starting to realise the love in your own heart. You're wanting to be known for just how well you've been able to handle yourself emotionally, and maybe at the moment you're feeling like you don't have complete control over your emotions. Get some guidance. It could have to do with a earth sign in some way. You could be guarding your possessions. And there could also be 2 individuals here, a fellow water sign, yourself, Cancer or Scorpio, and an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, that have played a part in this feeling of emotional loss. You're feeling very burdened by these emotions, and you're feeling like you can't see the way forward. But it looks like you're still marching on. You might have lost some ideas or some inspiration, some drive to move forward, but in some way, by some things dropping by the wayside here, it's lightened your load in some way. You're getting close to the end of this, and take heart and heed of that. You're going to feel inspired again once you get to the end of this huge load that you're carrying. It could be financial, but I think it's more emotional here. And that inspiration is going to lead you to want to speak your piece. But be careful not to shoot off at the mouth, as they say. You may feel like the things that you need to say are insurmountable. There's so much you need to say at some stage here. So just be careful not to suddenly blurt out all these emotions. To possibly write them down on paper so you can get a really good idea of exactly what the turmoil is inside you. But I think the turmoil here is the fact that you've had to carry so much. You've had to carry this pain for so long. You've had to carry this emotional loss for so long. These 3 individuals, once again, as I said, water signs, earth signs, or it could be fire signs here, that have been relying on you for so long for emotional support, that it's depleted your own energy supplies. Wow. Exactly the same cards as Cancer, so yes, you might be dealing with a Cancer. That's incredible. I shuffled too. Okay. So you're having to rely very much and pull back on defending what you have, your home, your finances, to bring about some sense of security and stability in your emotions, but also in your home. You have a big cup of love to offer, particularly this earth sign here. But if this has been rejected in some way, you could be falling back on drinking of some kind. You're very much in your head, so the emotions have now moved from your heart to your head, and this constant thought going around in your mind here is burdening you to a point where you can't get out of this stuck place. You want to guard your heart, and in March you'll start to move away by going within and guarding your heart to move yourself out of this constant repetitive feeling of lack of energy, lack of support, lack of emotional stability. And you could have a lot to say about this if it's a broken relationship here, about how you feel. It could also be that your family and friends don't support the relationship that you had, and so you've had to remove yourself from the support networks you once had. Loyalty was lost. Get the outcome. But you're going to end up taking the reins of your life here, and it's going to raise your vibration to incredible heights that you may not have experienced before. In March, you're going to realise that you can manifest what you want, and you can manifest a release of this emotional turmoil, these burdens that you're feeling, and this mental confusion. You are going to be switching up your energy in a big way. And you might also realise that by coming from a broken emotional state, a burdened state, and a mental confusion here, that you've manifested into your life things that mirror that. So now you're going to be able to give yourself, it's been basically like looking in a mirror and realising that your headspace, your heart space, and how you feel about the things that you need to do in your life have just made more of it. There is definitely a union of some kind here for you. Two very passionate people. And maybe you might feel very burdened by it because it's been a very fiery relationship. But you're getting incredible clarity here. That fire sign could be a Leo. But you're getting incredible clarity, that's for sure. And you're realising that the thought process, heart processes have ended up weaving a blanket of some kind over your life here that you may not be wanting. So you're going to be really shifting it up in March, choosing to create the life that you want. A life that is full of happier times, of creation, reminiscing as well, going back over your life during this Mercury retrograde here, to try and find the joy, the simple things in life. Thinking back to childhood innocence, thinking back to generations before yours. Spending time near water too is going to be a massive healer for you. But make sure you look after yourself. There is loyalty around you still, even though you may not feel like at times they've always got your back, but they do. Even people from the past that may have passed on here are supporting you and cheering you on. You may get really stuck and look after your heart this month and feel like you've been sort of left out in the cold. But during this time, you're going to realise that you are passionately driven. You'll be inspired again. You'll be inspired to reach out to others, to friends, to help you. You'll be inspired to reach out to love, even if other people in your life don't approve. And by doing so, you're going to get a lot more stability back in your life. Your heart will start to feel joy again. Your mind will feel free. You will be losing the prejudices of the past and realizing love is love. No matter what package it comes in. The love of an animal, the love of another person. If it's your case, you may be falling in love with someone of the same sex. That's not for everyone, it's a selected few. But you will realise love is love. And it's time to embrace that. It's time to realise that no one else can tell you who you should love or what you should love. You love what you love. We'll get some love block information here for you. Okay, advice for Pisces, please. Any love blocks affecting Pisces at the moment, please? Okay, your body. How you feel about your body affects how you give and receive love. Time to nurture your body in March here. Time to get information about the various energy centres inside the body, to meditate on them and see which ones are blocked. If you need assistance with that, there is people to help you. Time in nature. But loving your body no matter how old you are. Looking after yourself in all ways. Drinking more water. And it's also time to ask for help. To seek wisdom from a mentor, someone who's maybe gone through a similar life path from you. Older people in your family, older people in your community. Seeking help and assistance here is really going to help you through this time of emotional loss. There are people that have your back. People that have been through a similar thing to you. Now this could possibly be people that you may not have met before. But reach out. Forums, other ways of connecting with people. To realise you're not alone through this struggle. And by helping, assisting others as well in their time of need. But it looks like your ancestors and guides are very much here. Getting the synchronicities of meeting people. It's time to sever your vows of poverty. There is no need to suffer or sacrifice anymore, Pisces. If you hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime, by doing so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. It's also time to face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. And you realise that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. These could be financial fears, or these could be emotional fears. When you feel triggered, when you feel sad, spend the time of going within to really bring light of awareness into these fears. And by doing so, it will release you from this constant state of heartbreak. It'll bring you back into a manifestation place where you now know that you can control at least one thing in your life, and that's you. And it's the way you perceive life. By raising your vibrations, really going to be of huge benefit for you this month. We're going to have a look at healing energies here for you, Pisces. Healing energies for Pisces, please. Home help. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. If you're completely overburdened in home, people aren't giving or helping in some way, it's time to ask for people to help. If you're the only one doing everything, there are people willing to help you. If you feel like there aren't people around you to help, ask for assistance from your guides, from your angels, from your ancestors here to help you through this time of great need. This will lighten your load, make you feel like you are more in control of the situation. Once again, raise your manifestation abilities here so you can create the life that you want. Make sure everybody in your life is pulling equal weight. And on the other side, if you haven't been pulling your equal weight in some sort of situation, it's time to step up. You need to sever your vows of poverty, whether it be love or money, and to face your financial and other fears. We'll get your affirmation here for you, Pisces. Advice for Pisces, please. Oops, thank you. Two popped out. My future is glorious and I forgive myself. I now live in limitless love, light and joy. All is well in my world and I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. It's time to love yourself. To love yourself, you need to forgive yourself from any past indiscretions, any past issues. This will lighten your load, and you'll be free to love yourself once again. When we love ourselves, we have the ability to love others. So I really hope that helped, Pisces. I'd just like to say thank you so much. I love you all and bye for now.